All right, this is we're gonna continue on with Ezra. All right, um, I was actually just reading this paragraph, and I'm trying to figure it out. So let's do that. Thus says the Lord, I brought this people out of bondage and gave them commandments through my servants the prophets, but they would not listen to them and made my counsels void. The mother who bore them says to them, Go, my children, because I am a widow and forsaken. I brought you up with gladness, but with mourning and sorrow have I lost you. Because you have sinned before the Lord and have done what is evil in my sight. But now what can I do for you? For I am a widow and forsaken. Go, my children, and ask for mercy from the Lord. I call upon you, Father, as a witness, in addition to the mother of the children, because they would not keep my covenant, that you may bring confusion upon them and bring their mother to ruin, so that they may have no offspring. Let them be scattered among the nations, let their names be blotted out from the earth, because they have despised my covenant. I guess the question is, because, it starts out with God talking, and then God's still talking, but he's now like saying the mother said this. So now the mother's talking. And then boom, at the end, God's talking again. So when did she stop talking and he start up again? Because they would not keep my covenant. It seems like it's this right here. This is confusing. I don't know. If somebody could help explain that, that'd be great. All right. So I guess let's start to talk about this. Okay, now first of all, God brings the Jewish people out of bondage. You're right, and this could be a bad translation, man. Oh my goodness. So if any of these words are wrong, then this analysis is gonna be just terrible, maybe. But we have bondage right here, right? So apparently, if you serve the Lord, you'll have freedom, right? This is God that doesn't like bondage, and right. But then what does he say after that? I gave them commandments, right? So it's like, what is it? Like, make up your mind. Is this just a trickster God, right? I brought you out of bondage, and then now you have to do what I say, But right here, it says my counsels. So what are his commandments? His commandments are his counsels. That doesn't seem... That's just not right. What is it? Is it a counsel or is it a commandment? Because those are two different things. Is it not? But, I think this goes to one of the constant things that I see in the book of Enoch, or the Torah, and that is that the God of this particular man who wrote this, which may be Ezra or not, sometimes somebody can write a book, and in order for that book to get out, they'll be like, put someone's famous name down. I don't know. All I know is I heard this book was banned. But, I just wanted to read it. But his counsels, right? The God of this Torah is a God of conversation, right? And I think that's very clear. And he does have commandments, right? Like love your neighbor, and all that shit. which are just very bare minimum, like just chill and be cool. Okay, so now the mother who bore them says to them, so this is God talking, and then now this is the mother who bore the people. Um, so see, this I call upon you, that might be Ezra talking. So that's the end, and then Ezra's now talking. And so Ezra's giving this curse down here. Um, and I mean, this is the real difference between the sacrifice of Abraham and the ways of the Phoenicians. I think, and I could be wrong if if I'm wrong, then someone out there correct me. But as far as I understand it, the Phoenician society was designed a lot like the Dune society. These were a people obsessed with dynasty. And they were obsessed with using blood family in order to project power onto the world. And I think we see this in Carthage, right? You have these extremely powerful families who are doing just that. But that's not the ways of Moses, right? Because the way of Moses would be the first law. You know, if there is a murderer, if your brother is a murderer, then he is not your brother. Um, it's about. I mean, this God is. This God is an intimate God, right? Instead of the other gods, who are these great warriors and they go out there and kick ass and violence, and this is a hen, right? This God is a hen, and this is a hen that's trying to protect her little hens. I mean, this is a totally different um, type of God, but this God is also pure, right? There's this purity there, and I think another aspect of the God of the Torah is there's a childlike innocence to this God. So this purity is not like a puritanical purity. There's this childlikeness to some of the things that are happening in the text. And a lot of people don't see it because they don't want you to. It's hidden within a lot of dry stuff. Now, whenever God is talking in these texts, it's not really dry, or in this one, anyways. It's not really dry. It's very poetic, but no, the Bible can be boring, people. No, it can. But Moses himself talks about this. I don't have a fancy tongue, you know. Um, Anyways, I'm rambling right now. Let's keep going. Yeah, no. But at the end of this, see, because it starts with I, but then it says my covenant. So it's almost like God is taught. Anyways, I'll shut up. All right. Woe to you, Assyria, who conceal the unrighteous in your midst. O wicked nation, remember what I did to Sodom and Gomorrah, whose land lies in lumps of pitch and heaps of ash. So will I do to those who have not listened to me, says the Lord Almighty. Thus says the Lord to Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I was going to give to Israel. Moreover, I will take back to myself their glory and will give to these others the everlasting habitations which I had prepared for Israel. The tree of life shall give them fragrant perfume, and they shall neither toil nor become weary. Ask and you will receive. Pray that your days may be few, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Call heaven and earth to witness. For I left out evil and created good, because I live, says the Lord. All right. Damn. Okay. Tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I was going to give to Israel. What the hell is going on there, huh? I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that, I mean, because what's the difference between his people and Israel? Aren't those the same, right? But obviously not. The chosen are those who uh, do the commandments. You know, to this Ezra, if you're a Jew who murders, then you're not really a Jew. That's what it seems like he's saying. But okay, let's go here though. The tree of life shall give them fragrant perfume, and they shall neither toil nor become weary. Right? I mean, this is clearly a condemnation of the Phoenician ways of total sacrifice that we're currently living under. Right? Because I mean, what justifies the total sacrifice in all of our minds, not just in our day, but in these Phoenician societies? What's going to justify it is love, right? That's why you're sacrificing. It's love, but this is not the love of the God of the Torah. Like, he doesn't want us to be toil and be weary. He wants abundance. And I mean, I think this would be another criticism of the Phoenician society, because in the Phoenician society, just like nowadays, I mean, you could even go back to medieval times with the guilds as a persecutor of the craft. But what I'm talking about here is that, and I'm just trying to say it's not exclusive to our day, but a lot of times societies will create wealth by creating scarcity. And so you have a group at the top who create scarcity. I mean, there could be forests of fruit trees and just food growing everywhere. but scarcity can create artificial wealth. And this is a God of abundance. And here, this last line right here, for I left out evil and created good because I live, says the Lord. So in a Phoenician society, you're going to have elites and you're going to have the underclass, and the underclass is going to be manipulated through a false idea of love. But they're also going to be controlled by excessive shame, like in Gnosticism or in a lot of these other foreign religions. The world is bad. The world is evil. The physical things are evil, right? But that's total opposite with the God of the Torah and this Ezra right here. The world is good. And it's like, this is a God that wants you to embrace your innocence. Like have you murdered someone today? If not, then don't feel guilty. Don't go out there and be consumed with guilt and shame. This is a two different ways and two different views. The covenant is about life, right? It's not about bondage. It's about you living the life that you want to. All right. Mother, embrace your sons. Bring them up with gladness, as does the dove. Establish their feet, because I have chosen you, says the Lord. And I will raise up the dead from their places and will bring them out from their tombs, because I recognize my name in them. Do not fear, mother of the sons, for I have chosen you, says the Lord. I will send you help, my servants Isaiah and Jeremiah. According to their counsel, I have consecrated and prepared for you 12 trees, loaded with various fruits. I need to get some water. All right. Fruits. And the same number of springs flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains on which roses and lilies grow. By these I will fill your children with joy. Guard the rights of the widow, secure justice for the fatherless, give to the needy, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, care for the injured and the weak, do not ridicule a lame man, protect the maimed, and let the blind man have a vision of my splendor. Protect the old and the young within your walls. When you find any who are dead, commit them to the grave and mark it, and I will give you the first place in my resurrection. Pause and be quiet, my people, because your rest will come. Good nurse, nourish your sons and strengthen their feet. Not one of the servants whom I have given you will perish, for I will require them from among your number. Do not be anxious, for when the day of tribulation and anguish comes, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but you shall rejoice and have abundance. The nations shall envy you, but they shall not be able to do anything against you, says the Lord. My hands will cover you, and your sons that your sons may not see Gehenna. Rejoice, O mother, with your sons, because I will deliver you, says the Lord. Remember your sons that sleep, because I will bring them out of the hiding places of the earth and will show them mercy, and will show mercy to them. For I am merciful, says the Lord Almighty. Embrace your children until I come and proclaim mercy to them, because my springs run over and my grace will not fail. Okay. Oh man. So this Ezra guy, he is a rabbi, and as a rabbi, he's gonna shepherd his people. So I will raise up the dead from their places, and will bring them out of their tombs, because I recognize my name in them. So I think this is a metaphor. Um, the dead. Who are the dead? I think Adam. Adam is dead. I think there's, because people are being fooled with a false God, a false love. But they're very loving people who are just sacrificing and sacrificing and sacrificing. And they're dead. They wake up every morning and they just sigh. Another day. That's the dead one right there. Right? But God recognizes his name in them, because his name is love. And so they've got the right heart, but they've got the wrong way. And if you have the wrong way, then you're going to be dead. And so this is the instruction to the rabbis. Raise up the dead. Do not fear, mother of sons, for I have chosen you. What time is it? Hey, I'm doing something right now. Milk and honey, I mean, Okay, I mean, there's definitely a lot of symbolism here. 12 trees, 7 mighty mountains with roses and lilies, right? And anyway, so this right here is pretty important. Guard the rights of the widow, secure justice for the fatherless, give to the needy, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, care for the injured and the weak, do not ridicule a lame man, protect the maimed, and let the blind man have a vision of my splendor. So again, there's a lot going on here. This is like a bunch of condensed shit. But again, I think we have a lot of metaphor going on again in this list, right? This is a list of responsibilities of a good man, right? A good man wants justice. They don't want widows being taken advantage of. The rights, so they don't want their land to be taken away, or their things. But I think within this metaphor, there's a lot that could be misunderstood and lost, because I think, like, give to the needy. Give to the needy. Again, I think that's metaphor. Who are the needy? The needy are those who yearn to know the right way. Right. Clothe the naked. who are the naked? The naked are, those who are succeeding in a messed up world. You know, uh, they think they're doing right and proper, and their net worth is up, and um, but that's if that's not the way, then they think they're awesome, but they're not. It's like that naked emperor story. Um, do do do. Do not ridicule a lame man. Um, do not ridicule a lame man, so a disabled man. Again, this is metaphors. What would be a lame man? Um, I think if we go to maybe the Tales of Ninurta, I think maybe, and I don't know, I could totally be wrong on this, but maybe Ninurta is the disabled man, right? Because he's very admirable in his motor skills, and his enthusiasm. But he's an idiot, right? And so uh, I think he's actually ridiculing the lame man. I think he's breaking his own rule right here. I don't know. But then we see a lot of this mercy, um, and I think that would be one of the criticisms of a society of total sacrifice. Uh, we are not merciful to ourselves, right? It's just, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work. And as far as Moses is concerned, Moses we know is a man who loves work. Um, this Ezra stuff hasn't really talked about that stuff yet, or if at all, I don't know. But I think we'll stop right there and continue this later.